now. Find out how we can help you.
A bomb blast tore through a subway station in Russia's second largest city today, killing 11 people and injuring about 45 as President Vladimir Putin was visiting St. Petersburg. Hours later, police found an unexploded device in one of the city's busiest subway stations. So far, no one has claimed responsibility for the attack. A Russian news outlet is reporting law enforcement agencies are searching for 2 suspects.
Yonkers police, they are investigating a body found at a home over the weekend. Police got that call to a home on Alexander Avenue yesterday, just after noon, for a report of an unconscious female and possible overdose. Their preliminary investigation revealed the woman may have ingested a controlled substance, though the medical examiner's office is investigating. The deceased is a 30-year-old female Yonkers resident. Her identity has not yet been released.
2 New York City men are under arrest, accused of being responsible for an overdose involving someone from Nassau County. Robert Johnson and John Robert face various drug charges. The 2 were arrested yesterday after police arranged a meeting at the Syosset train station. Both were arrested without incident.
Well, still to come tonight.
A live update to our top story on how NJ Transit riders are dealing with service delays as they head home.
Then we're just 2 days away from the grand opening of the Nassau Coliseum. A look back at the storied arena's history.
Plus, tips to help you make healthier food choices at the vending machine.
You are going to leave here a new woman. You ready?
Does hair dye increase your risk of cancer? The answer is complex, but women who dye their hair often shouldn't worry. To find out more from our experts at South Nassau, visit truthinmedicine.org.
My Summit table and 6 chairs, only $5.99. And the competition, same look, but a whopping $15.14. Like theirs, My Summit has a wire brush finish, but I go the extra mile. Table and 6 chairs, or table, 4 chairs and a bench with storage and a removable leaf, only $5.99. In regular or pub height. Why would anyone pay over $900 more? Just imagine what else you could buy for that kind of money. Only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
Welcome to Bravo Window and Door Supply. For 10 years, family run and serving the community. Our simple rule, personalized service and the best prices. From the front door to the backyard, Bravo Window and Door has you covered. With the widest selection of Fibron composite decking and railing on Long Island, stocking the full line of the new Fibron Symmetry decking and railing. Located at 1060 Montauk Highway in Copeg, we're close and convenient. Or visit bravosdoor.com. Bravo Window and Door Supply, making the backyard great.
Fios One Sports on Fios One News, covering the teams that are closest to home. Football.
Crossing all the way to the end zone.
Basketball.
Inside the arc, sticks the jumper.
Lacrosse.
Lowers the angle, shoots low.
And soccer.
Ball in the air. It will land short of the goal.
Whether it's high school, college, or the pros, it's all on Fios One Sports. Only on channels 501 and 1. Only on Verizon Fios TV. Fios One News Now.
Welcome back to Fios One News Now. I'm Mike Gilliam.
And I'm Courtney Kane. More news from around the region in just a minute. But first, rain is on the way.
Oh, yeah. And some parts of the area could see some flooding. Meteorologist Joe Rayos tracking it all live in the Fios One Center.
And we have a flood watch that's posted across the lower Hudson Valley and also into New Jersey. Now, you folks on Long Island watching right now, you're not in that watch, at least not just yet. That doesn't mean you're not going to see any rain. You certainly are going to see your share of rain. However, the heaviest amounts, in excess of an inch, is going to target, I believe, the lower Hudson Valley area and also points west into New Jersey. There's what we're talking about, a warm front moving up from the south. All of this is rather heavy rainfall, and that's headed in our direction. The first raindrops will arrive here probably between 9 and 11 o'clock tonight, and then as we move on into the after midnight hours and as the front literally pushes on through our area, that's when we're going to be seeing rain. Heavy-duty rain, maybe even a couple of flashes of lightning or a rumble or two of thunder, if not overnight late than during the day on your Tuesday. And again, we could pick up in just a few hours more than an inch of rainfall. Unfortunately, that is going to coincide with your morning commute. So yes, indeed, there may very well be flooding issues. You might want to set the clock maybe 10 or 15 minutes earlier because it's going to be tough, I think, tomorrow morning in many places because of all of that rain. Storm pulls out. We'll get into a dry zone tomorrow, on Wednesday, I should say, and then more rain coming this way, would you believe, for Thursday and on into Friday. Tonight, 40s to around 50, heavy rains arriving late. Tomorrow, showery rains, a thunderstorm or two, ranging from near 60 north to 70 in central New Jersey. And on the extended forecast, your 7-day outlook, it gets nice for Wednesday, then more wet stuff for Thursday and Friday.
All right, Joe, thank you. We want to update our top story, residual delays after an NJ Transit train derailment.
Let's get the latest now from FiOS 1's Raven Santana. She's live in Hoboken. Raven.
Yeah, New Jersey Transit rail service will continue to have delays throughout the evening, and some people I spoke with say they have no idea how they will get home tonight. Behind me, you can see we are at the peak of rush hour here at Hoboken Terminal, and you can see people are entering and exiting the station trying to figure out how they will get home, as an alternative route is advised. Passengers I spoke with say they've waited for about an hour for their trains. Some who work in New York had to commute back to New Jersey first and saw firsthand the aftermath of that train derailment, as many of those trains were either canceled or on standby, they say. The train derailment affected thousands of passengers who will now need to find an alternative route. And despite New Jersey Transit saying passengers will have about a 30-minute wait, they're saying about 60 minutes here. One student I spoke with from Montclair State University says her option now is Uber. We're live here in Hoboken. Raven Santana, FiOS 1 News.
Thank you, Raven. And today's derailment, the second in as many weeks, is making NJ Transit riders feel very frustrated.
Yeah, FiOS 1's Enzo Domingo continues our team coverage with that part of the story.
Commuters arrived by the train load throughout the day here at Hoboken. Many were forced to divert here after that derailment at New York Penn Station, but not without some major delays.
Coming from Junction, Secaucus Junction, and we was delayed for about an hour, and the train coming here went about 3 miles an hour or so.
Luckily for commuters, NJ Transit cross-honored service with their own buses, other private bus carriers, the New York ferries, and the PATH trains, which look to be the most utilized option. Wave after wave, people rushed from the NJ Transit train platforms across the terminal to the PATH trains in order to get into New York. Only a few here were able to take the time to share their feelings on today's service disruption.
I had a 10 o'clock conference call that I had to take in the park here, and now I'll go into the city. It is what it is. This is typical.
Others were of a different mind. This being the second major service disruption in as many weeks had them feeling frustrated. One longtime New Jersey resident says he remembers NJ Transit from the beginning, and he's noticed a drop in quality.
It was pretty good about 10 years ago, and it's gone downhill in the last, I don't know, I guess 6 or 7 years. You know, accidents waiting to happen because of deferred maintenance.
I'd rather work in the city now. I don't have to take Jersey. I have to take Jersey Transit. You know, the train shouldn't derail like that.
But of course, others told us that NJ Transit staff at the Hoboken terminal have been very helpful in helping them navigate. Because despite the disruption and delays, the most important thing was to get from point A to point B.
Of course, it's a concern, but I mean, have to keep moving, right?
Reporting in Hoboken, Enzo Domingo, FiOS 1 News.
It was first built in 1972, and through the years, the Nassau Coliseum has seen some of the greatest moments in sports and entertainment.
FiOS 1's Kevin Vesey has more on the Coliseum's history.
Some call it the Old Barn. The Nassau Coliseum, a fixture on Hempstead Turnpike since 1972, has hosted some of the biggest names in music and sports. Journalist, professor, and historian Nicholas Hirshon, who wrote the only book that's ever been published about the Coliseum's history, explains how the arena, which was world-class when first constructed, put Long Island on the map.
Before Nassau Coliseum, everyone who lived in this area had to go out to Madison Square Garden or somewhere else in the city to see a major event.
The project was spearheaded by this man, then Nassau County Executive Ralph Caso. a World War II veteran whose military service might have influenced the building's name, the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Of course, the arena's most famous tenant, the New York Islanders hockey team, who occupied the Coliseum until the club's moved to Brooklyn in 2015. The early days were tough for the fledgling franchise, though their fortunes quickly turned around. And in the early 1980s, the Islanders became one of the most dominant dynasties in the history of modern sports, winning 4 straight Stanley Cup titles. And the fans here in Nassau County, well, they just couldn't get enough.
People in Long Island really related to them, and all of the players lived in the community. You would see them at the supermarkets and at the bars, driving around town. So it was more than just a team that you happened to watch winning. It was one of your own winning, and I think that made it so special.
But it wasn't just hockey that drew fans to Uniondale. Some of the top acts in the music business made regular appearances at the Coliseum, including Long Island's very own piano man Billy Joel, the heavy metal mega group Metallica, and pop superstar Madonna, seen here gracing the Coliseum stage in June of 1990. Other sporting events also happened here, including professional wrestling.
Not a lot of people know that Nassau Coliseum played a role in WrestleMania 2 in 1986. So Mr. T fought Roddy Piper in a boxing match at Nassau Coliseum in '86.
And basketball. In fact, the Coliseum was once the home of the New York Nets, a team that would spend decades in New Jersey and are now based in Brooklyn. Even tennis matches were held under the Coliseum lights. In a recent interview, one of the sport's all-time legends, Billie Jean King, recounts her time in Nassau County and the influence it had on the rest of her life.
In '75, I came to play for the New York Sets, and we played at the Nassau Coliseum. And I started looking at apartments then that I wanted to live in New York.
But as the years passed, the Coliseum's once modern design became dated. And after several failed attempts to refurbish the arena, its premier franchise, the Islanders, packed up and left. This change, however, signaled opportunity, and soon a $165 million refurbishment was underway, revealing a brand new Nassau Coliseum, a building that's once again a world-class sports and entertainment venue.
Now that the arena has finally been renovated, which had been talked about for decades, there is hope that they will start getting all of those headlining acts again, and it'll be great for the residents around here.
And now that the Nassau Coliseum is back, a lot of people in the area are wondering if the Islanders will come to play here again. We've heard public officials talk about trying to make that happen, but so far nothing official. At the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, Kevin VC Fios, 1 News.
Connecticut College in mourning after a student from Clark, New Jersey dies following a pancake eating contest. The Sacred Heart University campus coming out for a candlelight vigil in honor of Caitlin Nelson. The Connecticut Post is reporting Nelson fell to the floor and began shaking uncontrollably after eating 4 or 5 pancakes. 21-year-old junior was studying social work. No funeral services have been announced. Well, we all know that feeling, that afternoon lull when your stomach starts to rumble and the vending machine starts to call your name.
Oh boy, do I ever. But can it help you choose a healthy snack? New research suggests that it just might. Fox 1's Jackie Zabelski has more in tonight's Medical Minute.
Chocolate bars, salty snacks, and organic whole wheat pretzels. One of these things is not like the other. But faced with vending machine options like these, how can you overcome your first impulse and make the healthy choice? Researchers at Rush University Medical Center tapped into the natural human tendency toward immediate gratification to see if they could use it to keep people from choosing less healthy options. What if you knew the machine had a 25-second time delay on unhealthy snacks, or a tax on the unhealthy foods? They also tried a discount on healthy snacks, a month trial of each experiment, the time delay, the surcharge, and the discount. It all gave a very interesting answer. The 25-second time delay worked, leading to a 2 to 5% increase in healthy purchases because they could get the snack right away. So next time you gaze longingly at the candy bars, give yourself a self-imposed timeout, 25 seconds, or let yourself get a healthier choice right away. With this Medical Minute, I'm Jackie Zabelski, Fios 1 News.
Very interesting.
It might work.
It might work. All right. Well, a very big day at Citi Field.
That's right. We're going to take you to Mets opening day. That's coming up next.
FiOS One News is brought to you in part by Cambridge Pavers.
When you're older, you want to look younger. When you're younger, you want to look older. But if you're a paving stone, you want to stay just as you are. And you can if you're a Cambridge paver with Armortech. Only Cambridge pavers are made with Armortech, a unique process that produces a rich color and stays new looking for years to come. What do I know about not aging? I'm actually 145. I'm kidding, but not about my pavers.
Cambridge paving stones with Armortech.
Stevie Nicks. The 24 Karat Gold Tour with the Pretenders.
Come on now, in the middle of the road, yeah.
April 6th, together at the new Coliseum presented by NYCB. Stevie Nicks with the Pretenders. Tickets on sale now. Buy tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Stevie Nicks with the Pretenders.
You know the phrase, nothing in life is free? At NEFCU, we disagree, because NEFCU's Go Green checking is not only free, it's freemium, because it pays you a bonus rate of up to 3% APY. And you can earn up to $15 per month for using other banks' ATMs. So if you like free, just visit a branch or mynefq.org and see why so many Long Islanders are going green.
Is that a real word?
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. NEFCU, the credit union for better banking.
My daughter was staying at my house while I was on vacation. I get a phone call. The air conditioning broke. I said, call TF O'Brien. You can count on them. I was worried because my granddaughter, who was an infant, was staying in the house. It was in the heat of the summer. And TF O'Brien took care of it immediately. That's a good company.
If you need help anytime, call us. We provide emergency service for Carrier or any brand heating and cooling system. Turn to the experts at TF O'Brien.
People ask me all the time, George, what do I do with my idea for a new product? I tell them, call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been providing patent referrals, preparing ideas, and submitting to companies for more than 30 years.
I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
For your free inventors information, call 1-800-542-6610.
FiOS One News, your #1 source for local news, traffic, and weather on Long Island. Every 10 minutes, get your forecast with our exclusive Weather on the Ones, plus precision traffic updates. Watch Verizon FiOS One News, traffic, and weather, only on Verizon FiOS TV. FiOS One is brought to you in part by National Grid. You could save money by switching to natural gas. Call 1-877-MY-IN-GRID for your natural gas conversion consultation today.
It's time now for sports and a big day at Citi Field.
Fast One Sports Director Justin Walters joining us live now from Citi Field with highlights from opening day. Hey, Justin.
It was a beautiful day for opening day at Citi Field, Mike and Courtney. The Mets fans' starvation for baseball is no more. The Amazing started the season off on a strong note with a 6-0 win against Atlanta. It only took one inning to propel New York to victory. Baseball is back at Citi Field. Thousands of fans broke out their blue and orange for the Mets season opener against Atlanta. Noah Syndergaard put on a show in his first career opening day start. Matt Kemp, swing and a miss. Next batter, 2 outs with a man on third. Thor deposits another K. Syndergaard finishes the day with 6 scoreless innings and 7 strikeouts. Go to the bottom of the 7th as Asdrubal Cabrera sends a single to center field. Wilmer Flores races home. Throw is there. Flores is tagged out. But after a Mets challenge, Flores was determined safe. The Amazings go up 1. Atlanta's troubles were just beginning. Mets up 3-0 now. Lucas Duda hits one over the center fielder's head. 3 runs come home. Mets cruise to a 6-0 victory after a huge 7th inning.
I told the fans, if you want to be around some excitement, play in New York City. Play at Citi Field. When you have a crowd like this, you cannot do anything but get excited.
Not letting the game speed up on me too much. I think it did kick it into a little extra gear there, because that's why we compete, because it's fun.
One game down, 161 to go. The Mets and Braves have the day off tomorrow, but resume action on Wednesday during the evening. Live at Citi Field, Justin Walters, Files One Sports.
Okay, Justin, thank you. You know, April is Autism Awareness Month.
How students are learning about autism, that's coming up when Files One News Now comes right back.
Now on demand.
Why don't you buy a TV?
While you be thinking about a TV, I got to be thinking about the roof or whatever else go wrong around here.
He just want to be like you with the sports.
And what did ever get me? Hauling other people's garbage.
What you ever give me?
Your feet, them bones that pumping hard.
He wants you to say, good job, son.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you.
Check FiOS first for the newest releases to instantly rent or buy.
At New Balance in Carl Place in Lake Grove, we go above expectations and beyond shoes. We're here to keep your feet happy and healthy. Our fit experts know exactly how to match your wellness goals and foot concerns to our wide selection of sizes and widths, so you can be sure that everything fits right and feels like it was made just for you. Stop by New Balance in Carl Place and now in Lake Grove next to Smith Haven Mall. Visit your local New Balance store to find your perfect fit.
Have you made the time to talk to your family about your final arrangements and expenses? The average funeral costs between $7,000 and $10,000. That's quite a burden for your loved ones. You have options. Call today to learn about the advantages of having a final expense plan in place to help cover funeral or other final expenses. If you're under 85, there is no medical exam. Your plan cannot be canceled, and the rates for this type of plan will never increase and benefits will never decrease due to age. A quality plan will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and any other final expenses, allowing your family to deal with grief, not worrying about final expenses. Call now. Our representatives will answer your questions, address your concerns, and give you peace of mind. Also ask them about a free prescription discount card. Give them a call. There's no obligation. Call now. Help your family today.
Call 1-800-224-3127. That's 1-800-224-3127.
Welcome back. It's time for another quick check of that forecast.
Yeah, for that we turn it over to meteorologist Joe Rayo. Hey, Joe.
How you doing, Mike and Courtney and everybody? Would you believe that when we get to the end of this week, we may have accumulated 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain? The first inch or 2 coming our way for overnight tonight. Not much to show you on the satellite radar now. Our forecast is calling for rain to arrive later this evening between about 9 and 11 o'clock. It will be heavy-duty rain in the hours after midnight, 48 to 53, and that will play a major role in tomorrow morning's commute, especially across the lower Hudson Valley. Showery rains, maybe a thunderstorm or 2, temps within a few degrees of 60, more temperatures in the 50s to around 60 on Long Island, and more wet stuff. And hey, Belmar, you may get up to 73. Get ready for some wet stuff tonight and into tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Joe. You know, April is Autism Awareness Month, and in Westchester County, law enforcement came together to show their support.
FASMA's Mary Muller has that story from New Rochelle.
Here at the William B. Ward Elementary School in New Rochelle, hundreds of students are getting to learn about autism awareness by meeting with dozens of local law enforcement agencies, many who are outfitting a new magnet on their vehicles.
New Rochelle police led multiple agencies down Broadfield Road to the elementary school. Officers and first responders met with tons of little ones to show their support for autism awareness and being accepting of everyone. Kids excited to see the vehicles and get these autism puzzle patches.
Well, today we're lighting it up blue for autism awareness. We had one of our parents with the police department who brought this idea, and as you can see, we're going big with it.
Parent and New Rochelle Police Detective Christopher Greco organized the event. Greco's son Christopher has autism and is nonverbal.
We wanted to come together just for 1 day, 1 hour with all different law enforcement agencies throughout our area and throughout the entire county that are participating in this to let them know that we love them, we support them, and we're here for them every single day.
If we made one more person kind and accepting to our son or to any child or person on the autism spectrum, then it was a good day.
Greco says it's important law enforcement know how to approach a child on the spectrum because they may not respond the same way as everyone else. To bring awareness to autism, Greco started the Autism Patch Challenge. It challenges law enforcement agencies from our area, region, and across the U.S. to outfit their vehicle with this magnet. More than 60 law enforcement agencies in and around our area have them. The magnet, made by Mamaroneck-based shop, the Cruisers Division.
Saturday we got calls all day long. It's going nationwide at this point.
We're told this magnet hasn't only been ordered by law enforcement agencies from New York, but agencies from at least a half a dozen other states. In New Rochelle, Mary Muller, FiOS 1 News.
It is the hit musical that's sweeping the nation and inspiring viral videos like this one.
Why this homage to Hamilton is trending when FiOS 1 News comes right back.
This report is brought to you locally by Resorts World Casino, New York City. Play, dine, and unwind in the city's only casino, just minutes away.
Hey, Long Island, more gaming and excitement is right next door at Resorts World Casino in Queens. So come on, let's check it out. We've got more slots than anyone, more electronic tables than anyone, blackjack, 3-card poker, roulette, 2 floors, over 5,000 games, more than anyone. More games, more excitement. We've got more right next door. Resorts World Casino in Queens. Come play, dine, and unwind.
You know, I don't lace up the skates much anymore, but the lessons I learned playing hockey stick with me. The commitment, the desire to do your best, the importance of teamwork. Man, I'm lucky. I'm now on another awesome team at NAP. We work together for our patients, their families. Our work is to save their lives. Brookhaven Hospital's new NAP Cardiac Care Center will help us save even more. That's the power of teamwork.
Are you embarrassed about your broken, crooked, and missing teeth? Would you like to have big smile confidence, but just can't afford the expensive dental work? Introducing Perfect Smile, the amazing removable, reusable veneer that instantly gives you the look of perfect teeth you'll be proud to smile about. The secret is the super comfortable micro-thin polypropylene veneer. Simply soak it in hot water, press it on your top layer of teeth, and it custom conforms right over your teeth. Perfect Smile fits any size teeth. Every fit is a custom fit, guaranteed, or your money back.
Some of my patients can't afford cosmetic dentistry, and this is a great alternative.
Call or go online now and order your custom-fitting Perfect Smile for only $14.99. Perfect Smile comes with an unconditional 60-day perfect fit guarantee. Order now and you can add a second Perfect Smile. Just pay separate processing and handling. Get a $1 million smile for only $14.99.
Now is a great time to move. Visit MLSLI.com and find out what your home is worth. You might be surprised. Visit MLSLI.com, home of the multiple listing service of Long Island, your source for local real estate information. Visit MLSLI.com today.
You're watching FiOS 1 News, the one place for everything on our island.
Tonight on Richard French Live, we'll take a look at hypocrisy and integrity. There's too much of one in Washington and not enough of the other. Then Republicans would like to have Neil Gorsuch approved and on the Supreme Court by the end of the week. Is there any way Democrats can block him? All that and more on Richard French Live at 6.
It's a Hamilton-themed proposal that one bride-to-be won't ever forget. It was all captured on camera for the whole world to see. Well, Elijah is a college senior at Western Kentucky University. He gathered a bunch of his college friends to participate in this proposal. They performed a number from his fiance's favorite musical and then capped it off with the very dramatic proposal. I hope she said yes.